I don't know about you guys, but I hate playdates so much. My name is Bryce Gruber. I'm a New York City mom of 4 kids and 1 crazy husband. And it seriously takes a village, and in my case, all of Midtown Manhattan to raise our kids. It is insane, but it is my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Hey guys, it's me, Bryce Gruber. I'm a New York City mom of 4 kids. My oldest is 8. His name is Ben. I have Rivka, who is 5, Avi, who is almost 4, and David, who is 1. My husband's name is Yosef, and he's basically an honorary 5th kid. And we live here in New York City. And I'm a writer for all the women's magazines that you probably grew up reading. That's Yosef. He just walked in the background, and if you hear him crapping, it's the American dream. I live in Midtown Manhattan, which is pretty close to Times Square and like all that crazy touristy chaos. You come to my house and you will probably run into a horse-drawn carriage and tons of taxis. That fire truck that you just heard in the background, that's normal. We're always hearing a fire truck or an ambulance, or there's like some hostage situation and there's like a helicopter over us. Raising kids in New York City is this like crazy, wild experience that's all the things you'd want, like access to museums and good food, but then also you have nowhere to really burn off all the excess like little boy energy. So I can't just like send my kids out to go bike riding or go play baseball with their friends, which is kind of difficult, but we do have drag queens.
Avi, those are new sneakers, thank you.
So most of my friends think I'm absolutely insane for raising children in Midtown Manhattan, and not just a normal family of 2.2 children or whatever it is, but to have 4 here, they think I've basically lost my mind, and maybe I have. Here's a confession. I absolutely hate playdates. I don't want them. Any mom with a large family will tell you the best part of having so many kids is that they can play with each other. Nobody's bored, nobody's crying that nobody's playing with them. They always have each other.
Whoa, tie your shoes and maybe like not give Avi a concussion.
Anyone I'm friends with, they will tell you, Bryce does not want a play date with your children. I don't care how well behaved they are. I don't care how open to my weird ethnic foods they are. They take too much time. It's not gonna be all of the kids playing together. It's gonna be your kid going off with one of my kids, and then what do I do with the other 3 kids? They don't all wanna do the same activity. Someone is gonna have some weird allergy, like I'm sorry I can't remove all the sesame seeds from my house in advance. And then I have to entertain the mom, and like I'm sure there are a lot of lovely moms out there, but I don't need them in my home, and I don't need them asking 1,400 questions about my work and like why do I work and do I really have to work and who pays the mortgage. Playdates are basically unwanted therapy sessions. One of my children does have a friend whose mom is a psychiatrist, and she's come a few times. The questions have always been like, really? And why? How do you feel about that? No, get out. Like, do you want tea or not? I'm not trying to brag, but a lot of people have stopped asking me for playdates. So that's positive. I'm very good at getting out of them because genuinely all my kids do have different schedules. My oldest son has a playdate with you, then my daughter is not gonna go get to her whatever lesson. A lot of people don't want to be the parent who like picks up your kid and feeds your kid. So once they realize you're not in it with them, they're like, oh, everything's so busy, we'll try again next week, and then we don't. If you have 2 children, theoretically, they can play nicely together. If you have 3 children, there's this concept of triangulation where someone's always screaming, you don't love me, I'm always left out, they're not playing with me, they broke my stuff, whatever.
What's yours? Okay, we'll find Shopkins, don't worry.
And that's really difficult, which is why you have to go for the 4th kid. You need even numbers. I've even noticed that like there's kind of a weird mismatch thing that happens where my oldest and my youngest will kind of hang out together, and the oldest feels powerful and important because he's teaching something to the baby, and the 2 in the middle will kind of like you know, they'll go off and do their puzzle or whatever, and there's no competition from a third person, that like other angle on the triangle. In Manhattan, the average apartment for a family is actually a 1-bedroom apartment. We have 3 bedrooms here, which is basically insane by Manhattan standards, but it's still teeny tiny. Like if you're watching this anywhere else in America, if you have more than my 1,550 square feet, you're living my fantasy. 1,550 square feet in New York is as good as it gets, like, unless you're Oprah.
Like normally all the kids will crowd in at once, like if they see like a food that they like. And it's funny, like before we moved here, I was like, this kitchen's crazy. This isn't gonna work for us. And he was like, no, 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 it's going to be good. We're going to go.
Was it with like this accent?
Yeah, it was. That's the accent.
When I had the first kid, my home was flawless, spick and span. It looked like it was out of a catalog. But by the 3rd kid, everything was broken and nothing matched anymore. And there's like fudge cookie stains on everything you can imagine, and like the scent of piss kind of everywhere. When I go to work and I come home and I see everyone like waiting to hug me and kiss me and do all that, then yeah, this is the best place on earth.
That's a sweet kiss.
So I have a policy. My 2 older kids are the ones who actively ask for playdates, and I don't get in the way of them having social lives, but I kind of have to do it on our terms where it works for the family and other kids aren't being left out. So everyone is allowed to go to birthday parties. Here is your gift. I am dropping my kid off, but we're not going to these birthday parties where like I have to stay and my other kids are not invited. That's not gonna work. I'm not like hiring 2 extra nannies so we can attend your birthday party. If I'm already friends with the mom and we already kind of have our barriers down and she already knows how I pay my mortgage and she already gets my text messages about like, oh, work really pissed me off today, then come over. Bring your kid, bring your mess, bring your broken sippy cup. We're all good. We will get a box of Entenmann's. I will make you coffee. We will sit. Our kids will like ruin each other's clothing, and then you'll go home and we'll text about it later. I hope you liked watching this, and do you hate playdates as much as I do? Either way, subscribe, like, share this with your friends, comment below, tell me everything. I want all your tips and tricks on how to get out of every playdate ever.